Sports make millions of people happy and fascinated to watch and enjoy games. However, sometimes players get out of control during a game and show unprofessional behavior. I would like to show you 10 cases of unprofessional behavior in sports. The head man in a boxing ring is the referee. He is the one who oversees the fighters, counts down seconds when a knockdown occurs, and can stop the fight at any moment. If a fighter decides to hit or argue with the referee, he can be banned from participating in boxing for a long time. Sometimes, even this harsh punishment doesn't stop fighters from getting involved in a fight with the referee. That is exactly what happened during the European Boxing Championship when one of the fighters decided to release his anger when he lost on the referee. Who knows what could have happened to the referee if the boxer wasn't pulled from the ring. All players of sports would like to finish their career going out on top by winning a championship and getting that trophy so that their name will stay forever in history. Zinedine Zidane left his last professional soccer match by getting banned from it. In overtime, the game between France versus Italy in the final game of the 2006 World Championship, Zidane received a red card because he hit an Italian player with his head in the chest. Because of that, the French team lost their best soccer player and their team lost the match. Happiness when winning is natural. However, you should not overdo your happiness. Atave Ramazan proved this rule to be true in the arm wrestling championship. His opponent couldn't hold back his jubilation and screamed really loud when he won. The scream pissed off Ramazan and he almost started a fight right on the scene. Mike Tyson was the most famous boxer in the world. He was famous not only for his boxing skills, but also for being in a lot of scandals. In July 1997, there was a rematch fight going on between Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield. This fight was extremely tense, and at the end of the third round, Tyson bit the ear of Holyfield. Holyfield started to jump and scream because of the pain. After a pause, the fight continued, and this time Evander tried to bite the ear of Tyson. The fight was ended before they could eat each other, and both fighters were removed from the ring because of the incident.
At that one, at that bite. Now here's the bite. Keep your eye on Mike. See, Mike has just, see, look at him. You can see it. You can see it. There it is.
Complete bedlam, and Tyson is just taking swipes at anybody in front of him.
The police are coming in by the squad here, and they're still fighting it.
Fights on the ice always occur in hockey, but one of the worst and cruel fights happened between the national hockey teams of the Soviet Union and Canada in 1987. The fight started when Canadian Theo Fleury pushed a Soviet hockey player in his back, after which the Soviet player replied by starting a fight with Fleury. The fight quickly got out of control, and even the benches emptied to fight on the ice. In order to stop the fight, the lights were turned off for 20 minutes in the arena, but even this didn't help. In the end, both teams were disqualified. Referees can't stand when fighters do not follow the rules, but usually refs can keep things in control in even the most outrageous situations. However, sometimes even the referee loses their control. That is exactly what happened during this movie shoot where a real referee was hired as an actor. According to the scenario, he was supposed to get mad at the fighters, but when the time came, he overreacted and fully released his anger on both fighters. It was really hard to stop the deranged referee. It took 4 security guards to stop him. Relatives of players are some of the most dedicated fans. During this wrestling match in the city of Vladikavkaz in Russia, viewers became too passionate about the fight. At the end of the match, both fighters got mad at each other and started to throw punches. the relative of one of the wrestlers started a fight without hesitation in order to back up their friend. But they were too passionate, and even the referee got punched in the face several times. Focus and concentration. That is what is required from all players. But the goalkeeper of one soccer team forgot about this. When the time came for a penalty kick, the goalkeeper wasn't paying attention and didn't notice how the kick was already rolling into his goal. On November 19, 2004 in Detroit, the most outrageous fight in the history of basketball occurred. The fight started when a forward for the Indiana Pacers pushed one of the Piston players. It quickly turned into a massive fight, and the game was immediately ended. But one of the fans threw a bottle at one of the Pacers players. After this, the fight started all over again. This time, even the fans got involved in the fight with the Pacers teams. Luckily, no one was seriously hurt.
This is a disgrace. All the players now, they're jumping in there to continue. Now they're throwing bottles.
Even though soccer players break the rules on the field pretty often, soccer matches also can be stopped because of the fans. Very often they throw different objects on the field. Sometimes their creativity gets out of control. A real hand grenade tossed onto a field scared everyone out of the stadium, but one of the players was so involved in the game that he didn't pay attention that the object was a grenade and threw it off the field like it was a regular object. Another time a banana was thrown onto the field at Brazilian player Roberto Carlos, which was an extreme case of racism. Soccer referees also get picked on by the fans. In one game, a ton of coins were thrown at the referee, but he is still considered to be lucky because in another soccer match, one of the sideline refs got hit by a heavy umbrella. Animals also get used by deranged fans. During one of the national soccer championships in Italy, a fan threw a rabbit that was painted in bright orange onto the field in order to make fun of the other team's mascot. In Greece, fans once threw a ton of carrots at an opponent, but carrots were not the worst thing thrown. In one game, fans threw a barrage of dildos at the opposing goalkeeper. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe to this channel for more outrageous videos.